Turns out two married MAGA stars have been having an affair for years, and it's been an open secret, but now confirmed according to multiple reports.
Kristi Noem has spent years in the political spotlight, becoming a prominent conservative figure whose independent and family-centered values have resonated with the Republican base. As governor of South Dakota, her approach to issues like pandemic management, education, and economic growth has drawn national attention, bolstered by her vocal support for former President Donald Trump. Yet as her influence has grown, so too has the scrutiny surrounding her personal life and professional choices. Recently, Noem has faced allegations of an extramarital affair with former Trump aide Corey Lewandowski, and accusations of using her position to benefit her daughter's career, thrusting her into the media in ways she likely didn't anticipate. A conservative trailblazer.
We live on the ranch, the one that my dad bought when I was about 12 or 13 years old. I love to chase cows and sit in tree stands hunting. So, for me to be in D.C., in a city, at receptions and dinners and in crowded House floors voting was a challenge.
Kristi Noem's journey in politics is rooted in her South Dakota upbringing, where she grew up on her family's farm, inheriting a deep respect for traditional values and hard work. This small-town background became the bedrock of her political identity, as she consistently emphasized her rural roots and agricultural experience as the core of her appeal. Her political career began in the South Dakota state legislature, where she made her mark by advocating for policies that resonated with the conservative values she held dear. Her early focus on tax cuts and limited government set the tone for her broader agenda, framing her as a staunch defender of fiscal responsibility and personal freedom. Her career gained momentum when she was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, where she aligned herself with conservative lawmakers. She became a reliable voice in favor of budget cuts and reduced federal intervention, winning the support of the Republican base and cementing her reputation as a champion of conservative ideals. Noem's association with prominent GOP figures, including then-President Donald Trump, provided her with a national platform, and she soon became a figure to watch within the party. Her alliance with Trump, particularly on issues of deregulation and individual liberties, furthered her standing among conservatives and set the stage for her gubernatorial aspirations. In 2018, Noem's political ascent continued when she became the first female governor of South Dakota. Her tenure as governor brought both praise and controversy, especially in her approach to the COVID-19 pandemic. Unlike many state leaders, Noem resisted implementing statewide mask mandates or lockdowns, instead opting for a strategy that emphasized personal choice over government intervention. While her stance was lauded by some as a courageous defense of freedom, it also attracted significant criticism from those who felt her approach compromised public health. But her firm stance on pandemic policies resonated strongly with her supporters, who admired her commitment to individual liberties and the preservation of economic stability during a challenging time. Her willingness to take risks and stand firm in her convictions solidified her reputation as a unique force within the Republican Party. As her national profile grew, so did speculation about her political ambitions beyond South Dakota. With her close alignment to Trump's policies and her vocal support of his political vision, Noem became increasingly viewed as a potential future leader in the GOP. Controversy in the spotlight.
There was this absurd rumor about you allegedly having an affair with a Trump staffer years ago. And it was just out of nowhere, but that was from the right. Whenever there's a powerful woman, you can take it to the bank. There's going to be an attack on her, and they say it's either nuts or sluts. You're crazy or you're a slut.
Yeah, absolutely. Creating scandals out of nothing that don't even exist. And now they've gone after my husband and myself. And it's difficult. I'd say it's probably hardest on the family when someone's serving in this job, but I think it also makes you stronger. We honestly don't even read the press that much anymore.
In recent years, her personal life has become entangled in a web of allegations that threaten to overshadow her political achievements. Rumors began circulating about a possible extramarital affair with Corey Lewandowski, the former advisor to Donald Trump and a key figure in conservative political circles. The speculation surrounding Noem and Lewandowski's relationship first emerged on the conservative website American Greatness, where unnamed sources claimed that the two had developed a personal connection that went beyond professional collaboration. The allegations quickly made headlines, fueled by Lewandowski's own history of controversies and legal troubles. Lewandowski's reputation has long been controversial. Known for his close association with Trump, he played a significant role in the 2016 presidential campaign, but was later fired amidst concerns over his aggressive behavior. Since then, Lewandowski has remained a polarizing figure, with allegations of appropriate behavior following him throughout his career. The nature of his relationship with Noem became a focal point for media outlets, which speculated about the implications for Noem's image as a family-oriented, faith-driven politician. Noem, however, responded swiftly to the rumors, labeling them as garbage and a disgusting lie in a public statement, where she dismissed the allegations as sexist attacks aimed at undermining conservative women in leadership. Despite her denial, the story continued to gain traction, as further reports from outlets like the Daily Mail and Vanity Fair suggested that Noem and Lewandowski had been seen together at various events, including private gatherings at luxury resorts. Allegations arose that the two had traveled together on private planes funded by donors, raising questions about potential misuse of political funds. Noem's office consistently denied these claims, asserting there was no inappropriate relationship between her and Lewandowski. But the persistence of these rumors has cast a shadow over her carefully cultivated image. The ongoing media coverage of the alleged affair highlights the unique challenges Noem faced as a high-profile conservative woman in politics. While she has attributed the rumors to a broader pattern of attacks on successful conservative women, others argue that her association with Lewandowski, given his controversial past, raises legitimate concerns about her judgment. Family and favoritism.
Favoritism is a long-standing policy in the South Dakota governor's office, and Governor-elect Kristi Noem is continuing that practice.
Noem is announcing her office staff hires, and her daughter, Kennedy Noem, will serve as policy analyst.
In addition to the allegations surrounding her relationship with Lewandowski, Noem has also faced scrutiny over her involvement in her daughter Cassidy Peters' certification process as a real estate appraiser. In 2020, Peters encountered challenges in obtaining her certification, with her application initially denied by South Dakota's appraiser certification program. Following this denial, Noem reportedly organized a meeting with top officials, including the head of the certification program, to discuss Cassidy's situation. Shortly after, Peters received her certification, leading some to question whether Noem had used her position to secure favorable treatment for her daughter. The Associated Press reported on the incident, which sparked a heated debate over whether Noem's intervention constituted an abuse of power. Critics argued that the governor's involvement in her daughter's career advancement raised ethical concerns, particularly as it suggested a possible conflict of interest. In response, Noem contended that her actions were aimed at addressing long-standing issues within the appraiser certification process, which she claimed was overly stringent and needed reform. She dismissed accusations of favoritism, framing them as politically motivated attacks designed to damage her reputation. South Dakota's Attorney General, Jason Ravensborg, announced his office would be reviewing the incident to determine if any legal or ethical violations had occurred. This development added another layer of tension to Noem's political landscape, as she and Ravensborg had clashed previously. Noem had called for his resignation after a 2020 incident in which he was involved in a fatal car accident. Ambitions and allegiances.
He is the leader, the fighter that our country needs. He has my full and complete endorsement for President of the United States of America. I will do everything I can to help him win and save this country.
Kristi, I'm truly honored to receive your endorsement. Very much so. I appreciate it.
Throughout her controversies, Noem has remained a vocal advocate for conservative values and a dedicated supporter of Donald Trump. Her endorsement of Trump's 2024 presidential campaign, delivered with visible enthusiasm, further cemented her status as a significant figure within the GOP. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about the allegations surrounding Governor Noem? Let us know in the comment section below.